Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're gonna be talking about my favorite giant mecha robot anime, period. And it is Godannar, and it was released 2003. Like I said, this is my favorite giant robot anime series, and it's really hard to explain because there's so many things I like about this, and the robot aspect is the least part about it because I love the characters, I love the themes, I love the graphics, I love how they showcase everything with a nice coat of edgy and itchy. But yeah, the story of it is pretty much these aliens came from outer space and the humans and try to fight them with giant robots. But it's not like your typical aliens because they're more like disease, they're more like bacteria that form up together and stuff like that. I really think Pacific Rim took a lot of its story upon this. And if you've seen this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But that's just the background, because what makes this anime so stand out is how the characters are portrayed in their story arc. The theme of this anime is family, husband, wife, what it means to be a man, what it means to be a woman. And it's not that like, ooh, femininity stuff. No. Because two people have to pilot the robot in this super form, and that mirrors like relationship, marriage, and stuff like that. So this series, every partner showcase, like you have the lesbians, you have the brother sister, you have the husband and wife, and the new husband and wife, and even like a young and old relationship, dominatrix. All of them are showing a different aspect of a relationship, and that was super cool, super interesting. And the aspect of being a hero and making the ultimate sacrifice, and do you have to make the ultimate sacrifice, and is making the ultimate sacrifice actually the right thing, or that well of a... Okay, let me try to explain this better. In this anime, they bring about this question like, will I love you enough that I'm gonna die with you, or I'm gonna die for you? And this other person is saying, I love you enough that I wanna live for you. We're going to live. I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna save myself. And which one of them is correct? Which one loves the person more? Is it more valiant to kill yourself for someone else, or to live on? And that's something that I never saw, and especially in this type of scenario, that I perfectly understood it, and I didn't know which one it is, and it just opened my eyes. Like I said, this anime is heavily about family. So you have the main guy character, and he's like the newly father, and he saves this girl, and this girl falls in love with him, and she becomes a pilot, but she marries him. It opens up the series, them getting married. So they're starting to live together, and they're dealing with that. The guy is distant, the girl wants to help him, but she doesn't know how to help him, and they have like a family member living with them, and that family member loves the girl, but you know she's fucking married. But that's like so realistic. And then you have his ex-girlfriend coming in, and they have to take care of her because she lost her memory, and then she remember her memory, and it's like this love triangle because she's a good person, but they both love the same guy. And it gives you that thing. It's like, these strong emotions of like the girl wanted never to be saved, never to be born. She wished that she died, but because she lived on. And then it gets to the point that she makes a decision to die with the main character. And is that the right thing? And at that point, it's not the right thing. But like, you understand her hate, her, not really hate, but her emotions. And that's the cool thing, is that this was not scared to show the dark emotions of the human psyche. Like example, there's this girl, there's a family that lives in the moon. So when the aliens attack, the father rescued his young girl, and the young girl got shot into Earth. Well, so our main character finds her, and she wants to go back to save her dad. So when she gets the opportunity to go save her dad, she finds out her dad is dead. So she attaches herself to the main guy, and she acts like second fiddle. She acts like a daughter. But then during the whole thing of them putting rules and regulations on her, she rebelled and she went with the bad guy, and she started doing like not messed up things, but like bad guyish things. And it was super interesting to see that rebellious daughter at a age. But in the end of it, they all come back together, but she makes her own way. She did leave the nest, and yeah, some people think it's raunchy fan service, but I find it really unique because these are scenarios that actually happens in real life. Back with the main story, you find out that the more these heroes are finding the bad guy, the guys get the disease where they become enraged and they get mutated and they become alien themselves. So you get to the point that the main character cannot fight anymore. So the two women in his life, one of them is trying to help him, the other one is trying not to keep him away from the battlefield because she wants to live with him. And in the end, he makes a decision to go fight, and his wife supports him in that decision, even though it was the worst decision that he made, and he suffers the consequences for it. But the girl loves him so much that she supported him and went through the bad times that, you know, he has to repay for his crimes and stuff like that. And it's pretty cool to see that loyalty that like is not all happy ending. And this anime has an ending. I love animes that tells you a complete story, and this gives you a complete story. And in the end, you think it ends like in a cliffhanger for the third season, but then it tells the time skip and they finish the story, and it's satisfying. This is one of the most satisfying, heart-wrenching, awesome, and this anime is hype. Everything is high octane, high yelling, Dragon Balls bullshit that up to a 10, and it is great. Another thing is you see a little bit of fan service in the background of these two mechanics slowly falling in love, and you think it's a throwaway concept just to, you know, have something in the background, but in the end of the story, spoilers, their children has the cure for the disease, and in the end, they when they find that out, they should start having babies like crazy, trying to find the right kid to save the main character. And that was cool, man. I haven't seen that before. This anime constantly asks you questions and gives you a answer, but you're like, is that really the right answer? Like a hero, the only thing that makes you a hero is you surviving to the very last battle. And I'm like, man, that makes sense, but that's so dark way to look at life. And man, the characters are awesome. Every single character, secondary, majory, and I can't even explain to you so many things about this anime because every aspect of it is cool. There is no filler. Everything is just compressed storytelling and giving you information. And yeah, if you have the opportunity to watch this, definitely watch it. I'm too much of a fan to give you a good analysis of it, and you know, my videos are not about making analysis, but I'll tell you, man, if you're a fan of giant robots, you have to see this. And yeah, peace, guys.